Governor Kate Brown announced the deployment on Friday, and Catherine Cook has those details for us.
The Oregon National Guard once again stepping up. On Friday, Governor Kate Brown announced she's deploying up to 1,500 National Guard troops to hospitals around the state. They'll help with testing, handling materials and equipment, an effort to relieve staff stretched thin by the Delta variant case surge.
I want to thank our National Guard members who are volunteers taking time away from their jobs, their homes, and their families. We are incredibly grateful for their service.
I was happy and very supportive of the governor's decision to make that request.
Eric Thorson is CEO of Columbia Memorial Hospital in Astoria. He says right now they're treating 8 COVID-19 patients. Of their 25 total hospital beds, they still have a few that are open.
Our situation I would call, critical, but not dire in terms of staffing.
Thorson hopes Columbia Memorial won't need help from the National Guard, and he hopes they'll remain under capacity. The hospital just canceled elective surgeries to both protect patients and make room.
If we continue to receive more and more COVID positive patients that need hospitalization, we will have the space to be able to care for them.
On Friday, state health officials reported a record 733 COVID-related hospitalizations in Oregon. 185 of those patients are in the ICU. In Bend, St. Charles Hospital says their resources are stretched woefully thin while they see a frightening rise in COVID cases. They're expecting 150 Guard members to help them beginning August 20th. And like all Oregon hospitals, including Columbia Memorial in Astoria, they're grateful.
I thank them for their service. I thank them for their help during this incredible surge across the state of Oregon.
Besides help from the Oregon National Guard, Governor Brown says the Oregon Health Authority and Oregon DHS are both providing extra support to hospitals. She's also requested support and funding from FEMA. Catherine Cook, KGW News.
And starting Monday, Legacy Health will restrict the number of people allowed inside its buildings. Those new rules will apply to everyone, even those who are fully vaccinated. Visitors will not be allowed inside for any adult patient, but one guest can accompany someone into the emergency room. That person must be over 18 and pass a COVID screening. Patients with disabilities will also be allowed to have one guest. Anyone can also still get help with hospital discharge, follow-up care instructions, and pickup for outpatient surgery. No changes are happening for children or end-of-life patients either. Now, as hospitals fill up with patients, masks are back across Oregon, now required indoors statewide. Supporters of that new mandate say it will slow the spread of coronavirus. We checked around the metro to see how it was being enforced. At a Costco in Clackamas County, store workers handed out masks to people who did not have one or forgot. Some refused to wear them, though, and workers just shrugged. Our crews did see a lot of people complying with the rules in other parts of Clackamas, Multnomah, and Washington counties. Some tell us they think the mandate's great. Others are not so happy.
I want this over with. Just everybody get vaccinated, please.
I'm for it. I feel like the numbers of stuff rising. Why not,
Some say the mask mandate is overreach by the government. Others say it should be left to the individual if they want to wear a mask or not. Masks are proven, though, to reduce the spread of illnesses, including COVID-19. Some people are pushing back against that mask mandate. A small group even gathered in southeast Portland to protest it, and they were outside Multnomah County Chair Deborah Kafori's home. The group held signs saying things like "End tyranny" and "We do not consent." A second group showed up to counter-protest. There was some yelling, but no physical confrontations that we saw. Some of Kafori's neighbors say having this protest at a politician's home is unacceptable.
I would like these people to go to the county commissioner's office, and they have every right to protest, and I support the right to protest, even if I personally disagree with them. But if I could change all these people's mind, I could. But it'd be better if they were to go and protest at a more appropriate location.
Most of that group left around 8:30. Officials with Multnomah County are investigating if a recent death could be related to the heat wave this week. Now, the county medical examiner's program says that the person died Thursday. It could take weeks before we know what happened, though. We're told visits to emergency rooms are up, with at least 10 visits specifically for heat since Wednesday. And this follows the late June heat wave, too, when about 100 people died in Oregon. Before this year, Multnomah County only reported 2 heat-related deaths since 2010. One was in 2016, the other in 2018. Now, some buildings do not allow people to use window AC units, and the mayor of Beaverton wants to lift that ban. As the Portland Tribune first reported, Lacey Beatty saw people posting on Facebook about landlords and property managers preventing people from installing window units. In some cases, turns out that's an industry standard because units can damage the building or fall and hit people below. So through some research, the mayor discovered she could not actually stop landlords from banning window AC units unless lawmakers in Salem step in. So for now, she's meeting with building owners directly to try changing their minds.
Like, what do we need to help you to make sure they're mounted correctly? What do you need to do? Can you get your people out there to help? Like, let's be creative and think out of the box.
Mayor Beatty says she has reached out to Oregon lawmakers about rewriting the rules. We also talked with the governor's office about this, which is also working on that issue. Now, if the heat has not been enough to deal with, we're also starting to see some of the thickest wildfire smoke of the season in Portland. The smoke is coming from several fires burning to the south of us. The closest is in the Mount Hood National Forest in northern Marion County. Most of the state is under an air quality advisory. And doctors suggest anyone with respiratory issues should stay inside, keep windows and doors closed, and put air conditioning on recirculate, meaning that the outside air does not come inside. Well, thousands of students are getting ready to head back to the classroom this fall, and we're going to show you the way that Portland schools are getting ready to welcome them back.